Welcome back to Let's Play the Capo 2. Man, I feel tired. I woke up maybe half an hour ago, I don't know. But these days it's just like you wake up and it's just grey. It's like sometimes, depending on the time I wake up, I can't tell if it's night or day because it's freaking crap. It's either grey skies or it goes dark like really early and stays dark for quite some time in the morning as well. It's just so dreary, makes you sleepy. I picked up my bags and went outside. Just as I thought, it was still dark out. Gets that dark around about maybe 4 or 5 these days around winter. It's pretty cold. That too, I had put on some pretty thick clothes, but the morning air still chilled me to the bone. Maybe I should wait inside for a bit longer. I really don't want to wake up Sakura-san though. Well, I was thinking about that, Anzu showed up. You know what though? I've been putting together the New Year's video montage thing that I do. Well, I can't even call it a montage anymore. Last year was like 14 minutes long. This year it's a bit over 20 minutes long. It's kind of funny in a way because this year LP wise feels like I've got the least amount of LPs going because it's been the same ones for the most part. It was Final Fantasy VIII earlier this year, was still ongoing along with Ocarina of Time. And then in came Pokemon Emerald, The Sims 2, LP returned, and Persona 4 came in and took over the entire year. But there was also Shuffle, Dark Capo 2 here, and then there's Silent of Shattered Memories, Project Zero 3, and Shitty Old Clock Tower 2. Which I've only included one clip of it in the entire thing, while literally Final Fantasy VIII takes up like freaking 5 minutes of it. I haven't even got around to adding in Dark Capo 2 or Shuffle into the whole thing. Which makes it more of a pain in the ass, because I have to record more music for it. Good morning, Anzu. You know, the funny thing is though, I made this one track that was like, I have like a set on my keyboard that can have on one side of the keyboard is a harp, on the other side will be violin, which is kind of a neat combination because I could just like hold down some notes on the violin and just kind of play arpeggios going back and forth on the harp, and it sounded really nice. And like what it was played during when Ocarina of Time clips were still playing, and it made it sound as if it was coming from the game itself. It had that kind of Zelda-ish kind of sound to it. At least the start of it. What are you talking about? We're meeting up right outside my house. Okay, you got me. I was really planning to sleep in and wait for someone to wake me up, but I woke up by myself. Well, I won't deny that. As she was saying that, Akane showed up. People are still asleep, you know. Try to be a bit quieter, will you? I wonder if Otne and Yume were still asleep. I turned my head towards the Asakura household and looked up at the second floor. For some reason, I feel like someone's thirst for my blood. I hurriedly looked away from there. Was it Yume sending her glare? Well, we were trying to make Akane quiet down a bit. The others started showing up. Really? Years? How many years? That's kind of like... Well, I wouldn't say... Actually, I'm not sure if I could consider it uncommon or common, because my sleeping patterns, it just varies. Actually, that's pretty common for me now that I think about it. I'll always, even if I sleep early, like 9, 10 p.m. or something would be considered early for me, and I'd wake up early hours of the morning. It's like my body's like, no. You can't sleep through the early hours of the morning. You must wake up now. Although the past few days have been a bit different, but that's because I have already been up in the early hours of the morning when I go to sleep, so I wake up in the morning. It's like, damn it, why? Oh great, another loud person. Namikaze looked like she was in a bad mood. Coco seemed to be having a handful dealing with Nanaka. Will she really be okay? I checked the time and it was 4:58. Miraculously, it looked like no one was late. You're forgetting someone. Except for one person. Well, Tsunami isn't. What? I certainly noticed Tsunami standing right behind me. Don't do that! What the heck did you...
過去のことは覚えちゃいないが、お前が朝倉姉妹の荷物持ちをしていたところは見た。とだけ言っておこう。
You know, what is with these kind of glasses? They kind of look like those bubble blowers that I remember as a kid. You'd have like two hoops and you just blow bubbles through them. That's what it pretty much looks like. Did you just take one of them and shove it on your face? These are my glasses. What's wrong with you?
これで全員揃ったみたいだな。雪村。
そうね。じゃあ、みんな聞いて。
As Anzu clapped her hands, everyone looked over her way.
これから港へ移動して、そこからフェリーに乗ります。本島にたどり着いたら送迎バスが待っているから、それに乗って移動。お昼には着くと思うけど、チェックインは夕方からだから、それまではペンションに荷物だけ置かせてもらって先に滑りましょう。
Her explanation was simple yet detailed.
あとは杉並、よろしく。
はいよ。詳しいことはこの杉並特製旅のしおりに書いてあるから、それを参照してくれたまえ。
Having said that, they handed us all a pamphlet each. That's pretty impressive binding for a pamphlet.
すごい、本格的だね。
杉並、お前すげえな。
侮れないな。
Everyone was praising Tsunami for the pamphlets. Hey, Tsunami.
なんだ、酒井。
Is there really a point in giving us this right as we're about to leave?
多めに見ろ。こういうのはあくまで気持ちの問題だ。
じゃあ、行きましょう。みんな、ついてきて。
We all started following Anzu. I walked at the end of the line, making sure that no one got separated from the rest of the group. Namikaze, is something wrong?
いや、なんでもないぞ。せっかくの旅行だからな。これでもみなつは楽しもうとしているんだ。
I see. Well, let's go then. I gave Namikaze a little push.
わかった。
おい、起きろよ、Yoshiyuki。
Yeah.
着いたよ。
Oh. Alright, I woke up too early or the bus seats had been too comfortable because apparently I had fallen asleep.
さっさと降りる。
It's a good thing you weren't on your own then. Okay, I grabbed my bag and got off. Whoa, too bright! Outside there was snow as far as I could see. Snow wasn't exactly around Hatsune Island, but we never really got this much. All the snow was glimmering in the bright sunlight.
まさにスキー場という感じだな。
Man, it does a number on my eyes. I'm not even there. Yeah, I guess. I swung my arms around.
じゃあみんなテンションに荷物置いて着替えましょう。レンタルする人は手続きあるから私についてきて。
Yeah. It's pretty slippery.
12月にしては積雪量も申し分ないみたいだな。
Yeah. The snow seems to be pretty firm too. We'll be able to ski to our heart's content like this.
スキー場だ。本当にスキー場に来たぜ。
Wataru, is this your first time here?
ああ、こうやって個人で来るのはな、夢見てたんだよ、こういうシチュエーション。女子も含めて友達同士でスキー旅行。若者のたしなみって感じじゃね？
What are you talking about?
板橋、良いか、スキーはな、そこに雪があるから滑るのだ。不女子などに見とれていては、スキーの極意を知ることはできぬぞ。
And hit a tree.
何言ってんだよ。物の本によれば、ゲレンデには恋がいっぱい落ちてるそうじゃねえか。
Well, you mean like this one? Because that is pretty much when, like, well, the relationship doesn't officially start at that point, but it seems to develop a bit. Love, you say?
今まではお前たちが独占してきたかもしれんが、俺が来たからにはもう独占禁止だ。独占禁止法違反だ。いいな。
I had no idea what he was talking about.
では、お前の心意気、見せてもらおう。望むところだ。
After saying that, Tsugunami and Wataru skated off to get on the lift. No, actually, Tsugunami skated off just fine, but Wataru had never even worn a pair of skis before.
待って、杉並、どうやって平地で進むんだ。わからなければ、とりあえずスキーを外して走ってくればよかろう。ああ、そうか。っておい、このビンディングってやつどうやって外すんだ。おい、杉並。
Yeah, great. I started warming up at my own pace. Before getting on your skis, you should always do some stretching. I'll start with my tendons.
Yoshiyuki-kun.
Yeah? The girls came skating towards me with Nanaka up front.
最初はみんな初心者コースで滑ろうだって。
Sounds good. After that, we'll know how good everyone is at handling this. So, just how is everyone at skiing?
あんずちゃんは暴言だって。ココは超初心者。浜風さんは初めてみたい。
I guess Tsugunami, Nanaka, Akane, and I are the experienced skiers here. We'll probably have to teach them how to get on the lift first.
そうだね。
Tsugunami already dragged off Wataru, so I guess that leaves Coco and Amikaze.
じゃあナナコがココを上まで連れてくから、Yoshiyuki-kunは浜風さんお願いね。
Roger that. I skated over close to Amikaze. Hey, Amikaze!
うまいもんだな。なるほど、そうやるのか。
So, are you ready for some skiing?
まあ、一応マニュアルは確認してきた。単なる雪上移動手段をレジャーとして楽しむのはどうかと思うがな。
Hey, stop that. Come on, I'll show you how to use the lift.
あ、わかった。付き合ってやる。
Even though it was her first time, Amikaze managed to skate a lot more skillfully than Wataru. Well, I could stand around and try to explain this all day, but let's just get some on-hands practice. We had reached the top of the beginner's slope, and after a brief explanation on how to get down the slope, we started going downhill.
どう さい魂。そんなことではゲレンデの恋をつかみ取ることなどできんぞ。
I think that will blossom is a tree in your face. Wataru wasn't even plowing, he was just hanging on for his life. I guess he got scared as he gained speed. Since he was new to this, he wasn't using the edges to slow at all. Slow down.
早いね。止まれ。だからスケートではないのだから後ろに転んだりはできないのだ。何度も言っとるだろうが。
Tsugunami let out a sadistic laugh as he chased Wataru down the slope. Okay, next, Anzu. Anzu slowly plowed her way down the beginner's slope. She seemed to be able to control her speed just fine, and turning didn't seem to be an issue. Actually, I guess this is about as good as plowing gets. That's some nice plowing. You should be teaching the first-time skiers how to do that.
なるほど。ハンズすごい。
Okay, next, Akane.
はい。あかね、行きまーす。
Yeah, I just noticed. Was that the American flag there? Akane galloped up some speed and started going down the slope. Intermediate level, I guess. Intermediate level. It looked like she had just stopped using the plow and started getting used to keeping her skis straight. Yeah, it is. Right there. Never noticed that. She's turning with her skis parallel for some reason. She looked a bit more confident than Anzu though, and she could probably brake on her own if she started going too fast.
あかね、うまいな。
Next, Samikaze.
行くぞ。
Having said that, she basically just threw herself down the slope.
超過去。
Hey, wait! Samikaze steadily headed straight down the hill. I guess I'll have to chase after her. And I can keep an eye on Coco. Amikaze! I managed to catch up to her. Amikaze, wait! Stop! You need to brake! You're going way too fast! However, Amikaze didn't brake at all.
どけ。
Amikaze was rapidly approaching Wataru, who had gone down the slope before her. Wataru, get down!
転ぼうと思って転べたら食らわ。
Incoming reckless skier! The next moment, Amikaze easily dodged Wataru.
やっと転べた。
I saw Wataru looking really happy about getting out of the way too late, and then I kept chasing after Amikaze.
いや、ちょっと。
Making some really weird noises, Amikaze skillfully went down the slope like it was nobody's business. Wow, you're enjoying yourself. It was almost as if she'd been skiing for years already.
さっきの人がやってたの。こんな感じかな。
A short turn.
思ったより楽だな。
I finally managed to catch up with Amikaze. Amikaze!
あ、桜井。さすがに上級者にはすぐに追いつかれてしまうか。
Hey, didn't you say this was your first time skiing?
あ、初めてだ。
Anyway, I guess we should just go down to the bottom of the slope for now.
転ばずに降りられたぞ。
Hey, was that really your first time skiing?
貴様、夏が嘘をついているとでも言うのか？初めてだったら初めてだ。
Yeah, but seriously, when did you learn how to do that?
だから、来る前にマニュアル、ハウトゥー本を読んできたのだ。
What? Just that?
それと、周りのうまそうな人のを見て、若干 修正はしたがな。シミュレート通り滑れたと思うが。おかしいか？
Not really. I keep forgetting, but this girl is a robot. Never thought I'd actually meet one for real.
そういえば、桜井。
Yes?
行く前に、スキーは水釣りは楽しめないと言っていたな。
What? I did? I don't remember saying that. That's because you have worse memory than me half the time.
それは、転んだりしないと楽しくないという意味か？
No, I don't think so.
でも、みんな楽しそうだぞ。
Amikazu was looking at the slope. I also looked up at the slope. And yeah, even though some people weren't really dashing down the slope, they seemed to be having fun.
お、みんな降りてきた。
Pushed on by Tsukunami and Akane, the beginners had slowly made their way down the slope.
全身運動だな、これ。慣れれば体力はあまりいらん。
こんなものね。2回しか転ばなかったぞ。よしきくん、褒めて褒めて。
Ah, where are Nanaka and Coco?
白川たちならまだ滑ってるぞ。ほら、あそこだ。
Amikaze pointed at the slope. Ah. Looking closely, I could see Nanaka and Coco somewhere around the middle of the slope.
待ってよ、ナナカ。ほら、怖くないから。ヨシユキくんが言ってたように、しっかり内側のエッジを立てて。また開いちゃうよ。
Looks like Coco is about as bad as Wataru at using her back to turn. However, looking at Nanaka, she seemed to be very calm and skillful.
なんだと？あれよりはマシだろう。どっこいどっこいだな。いや、月島の方が若干マシか。なんだって？
頑張んなよ、ナトルくん。
Coco managed to get down the slope about 5 minutes later.
怖かったよ。もうここってば大げさね。大げさじゃないもん。
Nice work, Nanaka. I don't know why, but she looks like she has a puppy kind of look to her face, doesn't she? I don't know why.
これからどうするの？
Right. We were talking about that a little while ago.
とりあえず一休みってことでレストハウスで食事にして、それからは初心者と上級者に分かれて別々に滑りましょう。了解。あ、でもココも板橋くんもあんな感じだからさ、誰かちゃんと滑れる人がついててあげた方がいいよね。
That's true.
どうする？
Yeah, let's see here. I'll keep an eye on the beginners. Yeah, okay, since we got beginners along, I'll keep an eye on them.
本当？じゃあ私、杉並くんたちと上級者コース行ってきていい？
Sure, no problem. Have fun.
ありがとう、ヨシユキくん。
Does that mean Amikaze's gonna bugger off with them as well? Nanaka put her skis up against the wall and headed for the jelly.
どうしたの？
I decided to stay with the beginners for today.
ヨシユキか。
Yep, disappointed?
そんなことないけど。ヨシユキなの？
That face. Hey, what do you mean by that?
だって、ナナカの方が優しく教えてくれると思ったのに。
Hey, I won't go too hard on you. Well, I'm pretty sure I won't make you do anything that could kill you, at least.
それって怖いって意味じゃないの？
It's like, you may feel a lot of pain, but you won't die, at least. as I make my beloved cubs face the dangers of the world in order to allow them to survive, I do it out of love!
やっぱ怖いんじゃん、渡るくん。
What? Was that Wataru's line?
どうした同志、何を泣いている。
If that was his line, why did he voice act it?
午後は義行が私たちの指導だって。
なんだと。杉並の教えもわけがわからなかったが、今度は義行。どうせなら白川に教わりたかったぜ。
そうだよね。ナナトの方が絶対優しいよ。
Well, that was the case last time.
白川に手取り足取り教えてもらえることができた。俺は他に何もいらないと言うのよ。
As you hit a tree staring at her breasts, I imagine. Hey!
大変ね。
And two quietly voiced her opinion. Well, I'm glad they're being lively about it, even though they're beginners. I'm sure they'll have fun. Hmm?
なんでもない。さっさと食事済ませちゃいましょう。
But they haven't even begun! Yeah, okay. Just like, screw the skiing. We came here for the skiing, though. I was riding up the beginner's course lift with Anzu as she asked me that. What, do they have a freaking restaurant at the top of the mountain, or what? Well, Nanaka looked like she wanted to go skiing freely for a bit. Besides, there's always tomorrow.
そうじゃなくて、
Huh?
前の二人よ。
I looked at the lift in front of us. Wataru and Koko are pretty much frozen stiff as if they'd never been on the lift before. Ah.
私は一人でも大丈夫だけど、あの二人、ちゃんと降りられるかしら。
Well, they managed it fine earlier, so it shouldn't be a problem now, right? No comment on the fact that Amikaze is not on the beginner slope there, Yoshiyuki.
あの時は白川さんや杉並がいたじゃない。
Oh, right. Come to think of it, wasn't it pretty hard the first time I ever tried getting off the lift? Actually, I don't really remember it being that hard. I'm sure it'll work out. Their staff are around too, and it'll be good if they get some practice.
それもそうね。
Oh, we're almost there. You know, I wonder what's going through Wataru's head right now. Fear of being on a lift or joy at being sat directly next to his love interest, Coco. The lift was approaching its destination.
これどうやって降りんだ。
Probably both.
わかんないよ。お昼食べる前はどうしたの？
あん時は杉並が無理やり。お前は。
私はナナトに手伝ってもらったから。
The guys in front of us were in an uproar. What? That's just where the what the crap come from? We had just arrived at the drop-off point when I noticed that Wataru and Koko had remained on the lift and were on their way back down. You're supposed to get off before that.
この状態がめっちゃ恥ずかしいってことだ。
I could see Wataru and Koko riding their lift back down the return lane. Yeah, I could totally see how that would be embarrassing. We'll wait for you guys here, so just ride back up again. Why didn't you go first, Yoshiyuki? You're not very good at teaching them. I called out to them as they passed us by.
恥ずかしかったぜ。
恥ずかしかったのはこっちだよ。
Look at his teeth, man. Wataru and Koko were blushing so hard it almost looked like they suffered from terrible sunburn. It's kind of weird because they're on a snowy mountain. Well, putting up with embarrassment like that shows you've got courage. Now you just have to use some of that courage as you stumble down the slope.
へっぴり腰はないだろう。
そうだよ。
I'm just telling you what I've observed. You're both at pretty much the same level. You've just got to learn how to use your back to control your skiing. Also, if you observe Anzu's skiing, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to spot what you're doing wrong, so for now let's see use Anzu as reference.
ヨシユキ、
Yeah?
やっぱりこういう時は転んだりした方が燃えるもの。
Ah, that was such a weird line, that. Don't guys usually fall for girls falling over? And I was just like momentarily confused, like, what? Oh, you mean the clumsy ones.
スキー場で尻餅つけばドジっ子属性が付加されて燃える。
Please ski seriously, Anzu. Plenty fond of your perfect plowing. There's just something so awesome about how perfect and plowing don't quite match up. Wait, there's just something so awesome about how perfect and plowing don't quite match up.
そうね、ミスマッチは燃えの基本ね。
先生方は何の話をしてらっしゃるのでしょうか。
なんでもない。さ、私についてきて。
Anzu started plowing down the hill. She skillfully used the inside edges of her skis to take careful turns. Her plowing was simply flawless. Since she's this good, I'm sure she won't have any problem skiing at all. Look, that right there is some awesome plowing.
アンズってばかっこいい。
くそ、こうなったら俺が至高の防御を見せてやる。
That's the spirit. I don't really know what he's so fired up about, but it seems like he's really getting into it, so I'll just leave it be.
行くぞ、月島。
月島頑張れ。
Mataro and Coco nodded at each other and started going down the slope. They weren't very good at using the edges of their skis though, no way they put their backs into it. Asses backwards, or you'll fall on your ass. Anzu was taking it slow, and soon enough the other two caught up with her.
ダメ、早いよ。
They weren't really going very fast, but I guess it seemed like incredible speed to them. After a little while, they got scared of going too fast and toppled themselves over on purpose. You know, if it was actually me teaching them how to ski, I'd just like be at the top of the hill mountain and all that, just like giving out these instructions like that, and then you just like, what now? How do I slow down? I don't know. It's like, what do you mean I don't know? Yeah, actually I've never been skiing myself. Then why are you teaching us?
先は長そうね。
Yeah, you're right. I was starting to regret telling Nanaka that I'd watch over the beginners.
お疲れ様。
I didn't work anywhere as hard as those two, though. You just kind of stood there like, well, an instructor, because that's technically what you were doing, but still. Could have given them a bit more information, just like, okay, observe Anzu, and here's what you do. Now, observe, and I shall explain the basics, and you use these basics, and you do well. That doesn't help me at all, though. Well, it should. Yeah, that's only in your mind, though. It's not that easy. Coco and Mataro had both used up too much of their energy and looked completely exhausted. I guess I'll take them over to the chalet to rest up for a bit.
でもやるじゃない。
Chalet, I don't know. Is it chalet, or what? Huh? With what?
ヨシユキがここまで滑れるとは思ってなかったし。
And?
ここまで面倒見がいいとは思わなかった。
Well, you'd better remember that I'm good at taking care of people from now on.
覚えた。もう忘れない、永久に。
No, you're just exaggerating.
最近思うんだ。
Huh?
忘れられないんなら、忘れたくない思い出を増やせばいいんだって。
Anzu mumbled that and then she smiled. I raised my eyebrow raised, trying to figure out what Anzu was hoping to tell me.
なんでもない。忘れて。
Yeah, okay.
そんなことよりさ、ココたちが休んでいる間は、 私の面倒を見てくれない？
Are resting tangled up against that tree over there? Your plowing is simply flawless. I can't really give you any advice on that.
私だって冒険で満足してるわけじゃないの。
I see.
指導頼むわ。
Okay, let's get on the lift then. I nodded to her and we got on the lift together. And then it was off-screen. It was already getting dark outside by the time we got down and checked in at the inn. Bloody hell, it is, isn't it? Have you noticed how creepy the background looks in the dark? I mean, look at that color. It's like freaking cobweb looking, isn't it? We all went to our rooms to drop off our luggage and change clothes, and then we headed for the dining hall. Now imagine this very building was like much older looking, like really worn out kind of dark wood and all that. And it just looks generally darker, covered in snow. Then you got this creepy shit in the background, which is just the trees looking creepy because of the lighting and all that. It just like make it seem like it suddenly turned into a horror, wouldn't it? And then you go inside, it's like, oh, it's pretty peaceful. Huh?
かわいいネックレスしてるね。
Oh, this thing? I was wearing the necklace Sugar-san had given me. I've been wearing it since before we left. Probably didn't notice it because I was wearing a muffler until a minute ago.
へえ、Yoshiyukiくんってそういう趣味だったんだ。かわいい。
It's not a hobby.
じゃあ誰かからもらったの？ゆめちゃん？乙女先輩？
Sakura-san did. She told me it was a lucky charm and that I shouldn't take it off.
へえ、いいな。ナナカにもくれないかな、吉野先生。
Come on, don't be unreasonable.
じゃあこれ、ちょうだい。
As she said that, Nanaka put her hand on my neck. No way. I shook her hand off. Even though I knew she had a habit of touching people like that, sometimes it still made my heart beat a bit faster.
やっぱり？
I promised Sakura that I wouldn't take it off, so I couldn't just hand it over to someone else.
腹減ったな。
While I was talking to Nanaka, Wataru showed up staggering towards the dining hall.
渡るくん転びまくったもんね。ほんと、うわーっとか叫んでたもんね。
それは月島だと同じだろう。
残念でした。渡るくんが転んだのは48回だったけど、私は44回しか転ばなかったんだもんね。
Don't be so proud, you were both pretty bad.
月島的快挙なのに、Yoshiyukiってば一言で否定しないでよ。
Well, if you are to say that, Coco, then stop putting Wataru down there as well.
いや、明日は負けないからな。
望むところよ。もうかかったら、おかしなこと言ってないで、さっさと席に着こうよ。おかしなことじゃないもん。
Oh well. While the beginners compared their incredible feats of falling over, I left to go take a seat. Hey, can I sit here? And some cousins Tsugunami were sitting on a table for four.
別に構わないよ。
どこに座ろうが、お前の自由だ。
私の隣に座りたいんでしょ。好きにして。
I shall gratefully take this seat then. Oh well. I bowed exaggeratedly and sat down.
そうそう。ここって料理が美味しいことでも有名なのよ。オーナーが元料理人なんだって。
Really?
ええ。茜が料理の美味しいとこじゃないと嫌だって言うから。本当はもっと安いところを探してたんだけど。料理は美味しいに越したことはないではないか。確かにコストパフォーマンスも大事だが、やはり旅行なら食にこだわらねば。
You know, for some reason, I just like thought faulty towers. Now imagine that. But it's a skiing resort instead. This skiing resort, in fact. It's quite an interesting image.
そう。私は安い方がいいけど。
の料理が来たぞ。
Here you go. Some guy who looked like he was tired from skiing all day showed up with the food.
お、これはまたうまそうだ。
Let's have a taste then.
いただきます。いただきます。
I picked up some food and put it in my mouth. Hey!
なるほど。言うだけのことはあるというわけか。
おいしい。
Definitely not in Faulty Towers then. Akane was yelling at the table next to
まあ
ours.
まあね。
旅行というものは飯と風呂にかかっているからな。まずは合格点といったところか。
そうそう。お風呂といえば、
What about it?
ここってお風呂一つしかないんだって。
So, what should we do?
オーナーさんに聞いたら、基本的には混浴らしいんだけど。
混浴？
But Taro was being really loud.
内側から鍵をかけられるそうだから、男女で時間をずらして入りましょう。
I guess so. She was certainly making herself clear.
男子、先に入る？
I don't mind going after you guys, really.
俺も気にせんぞ。
Okay, you guys go first then. Just come and get us when you're done in there, okay? Well, Taro didn't even get any say in the matter, although it wouldn't have mattered either way, really, because the majority votes against him
わかった。
if he chooses the other option.
みんな出たら部屋に呼びに行く。
Okay, we'll just laze about until then.
みなつもそれでいい？みなつ？
She sure eats a lot for being a robot. She must have got that recent installation of Goku appetite or something, I suppose.
何がだ？
Or pretty much shonen protagonist in general.
後で説明する。貴様らも食え。早く食わないとみなつが食ってしまうぞ。
Really?